Hello everybody and welcome to day 18. I actually don't know what is going to happen today. I think we have to still work on our farm because we didn't quite finish that, and I want to check in on if our sprinklers are working. So let us hop into the game and start, okay? Hello everybody, it is morning. I am still wearing my silly hat from last night. The light hat is really helpful, but it does make you look really weird in the preview. Alright, so we started with 757,000. I like watching it go up. So, and we end with 790, so that's a good amount from all our captures. I'm gonna leave this on the ground. And as we walk over, I want to see if our sprinklers are working. I actually didn't look up if having water next to the thing helps. Oh, there's a crocodile under there. Okay, good to know. The answer is no. Our sprinklers are not working. Okay, so this water trough does not work. That's good to know. I didn't want to teach you something that was wrong, but also I didn't know. So now we know. That doesn't work. We need a water tank, and we can't build a water tank until we get the license for it. So we really should work on our farming level. It's been raining on us, and like that's been good, but of course it is being a detriment to our farming level. Let's see if we can get him over here so he stops trying to threaten us while we're just walking across our bridge. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. So you're gonna see this out of sequence, but I just filmed the mine for one of my best friend. She said she had never gotten that far, and so I filmed it for her vanilla, and my nerves are crazy. Now you'll see it. You'll see it hopefully before the video. I'll insert the footage I just filmed, but my nerves are shot right now. And it's funny because, I came on the other day and I was just like, I'm so excited. Because we had our first adventure in the mines, and vanilla mines are scary, alright? And I know some of you more seasoned players are going to be like, nah, it's fine, or it's fun, or whatever, but I need the... Oh boy. Even without being able to get hurt, I didn't take that mod out, but even without being able to get hurt, I just... Oh. It's a lot. The darkness and the darkness and the walls, it's so oppressive. The little doggo is still in there. I am really worried he's going to glitch again, but if he glitches again also, since I am filming this entire series, maybe we'll be able to catch it for the developer. I didn't actually report the bug like I was intending to. But yeah, we need to get our farming level up because we're not going to get the irrigation and be able to work on the sprinklers at all. And we need the points for it, of course, but we'll get points for watering too, so I'm not that fussed about it. But also, even before we get sprinklers, there's 3 levels of this watering can. There's a copper one, which will do 3 squares, and there's an iron one, which will do 6 squares. And clearly we need that, right? But we definitely need our sprinklers to work. Now, I've been thinking about our layout, and now this is not... There's diagrams online if you want to look at all of them, but this is not the most efficient way. There's one where it's an entire square. We're going to make a square. We've made a rectangle. This is only half of it, so there's going to be another half that way. There's one where it's an entire square with, what do you call it? A water tank in the center. And that's good. I like that layout, and I had an entire field of them in my main save. I created just so many of those squares. I created I think it was 562 spots, or 580, or something ridiculously high compared to what we have right now, is the point. And I thought that it was good, but from working with it, I found that I didn't like the look of it. I had issues planting on it and, you know, keeping on task, let's say. I feel like I might have been doing the, there's a farming machine that you can get later, a harvester, and I have a hard time driving the vehicles. I don't know if it's the mechanics of the game or if it's just my physical limitations, but I have a hard time driving the vehicles, and trying to plant that much was really difficult. This is really difficult to see. I'm trying to figure out a camera angle for any of us. I feel like I should edit this out, but you know, maybe in the future I will edit out all the watering if I have to do it, just because I'm talking over it right now. But I had a difficult time with the farming equipment, is the point. So it seemed like a good idea, and I was very excited to get it. But once I did, I found that I had a harder time dealing with the bigger plots. And so in a second save, I made this layout that we're going to do. And I found it much more manageable. I liked it aesthetically. And I also liked that it was easy to place the scarecrows. Now, when you have enough money to afford that many spaces and that many seeds, you know, eventually we will have so much money it won't matter to lose 1 or 2 squares. So you know, even right now, I'm not that worried about it. We have our little dog. He's seriously doing his job as well, because right now he's guarding from about here to here. Is unprotected on this side too, so he has squares to guard. But in general, we have the scarecrows working, and when rain comes back, we will put one right here, and then expand our farm this way as well. And come autumn, which is in many days, autumn is in 10 days, and then the pumpkins will have to grow. So that's our whole thing. We can also set out a pumpkin patch, which is a good idea. Maybe we can do that ahead of summer, maybe, because we were going to consider going this way with it, right? Because my hatred of the desert. So I'm thinking about that. The issue, of course, is that we don't have our compactor yet, and it just, everything gets so much nicer with a compactor. You guys will see when Franklin comes back. But can we wait until Franklin comes back? I don't know. Right? Like, I don't actually know. It'll be a good long while, I bet, because sometimes he just doesn't show back up. That's why I was so bummed that we didn't get anything from him. And in my second save, I didn't have the guy that gives you farm animals show up until year 2. And this series isn't even going until year 2, right? So, I mean, do we plan only for something that we can't even do yet? Or hold off on everything? I don't think that's a good plan. So, I'm gonna put the paths back, since the sprinkler idea did not work with just a water trough. It does look cute. Like, if you want it to look, you know, aesthetic, or if you've seen farms in real life, there are there are little troughs of water, because that's how water works in real life, but the game just decided, nope. The game says I'm not gonna work that way, so don't bother. But, you know, maybe we should have started it further over because there's still flat space, but I don't think it'll fit now. I mean, it could, but it's up a step. We'd have to move all of this without a compactor. No thank you. No thank you, no thank you. And I will tell you, this is one of the reasons that I took a break from the game. A lot of what I wanted to do required just shoveling and picking up and shoveling and picking up and shoveling and picking up. And it was boring, and I couldn't deal, right? I couldn't deal. And, you know, maybe that sounds entitled, or like, oh, why can't you pay attention? Sorry, not even sorry. I couldn't. I got confused. I couldn't deal. And so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna wait until he updates the quality of life, and maybe things will get nicer. And things got nicer. You know, the compactor was invented, and the dirt printer was invented. And that helps so much. Now what is that dog's problem? Look at it. Hey, buddy. I need you to go get researched for neurological issues. Thanks. Also, yes, I saw that fossil. I need you to get researched because I think you got like rabies or something, man. It's not cool. It's not cool. Get out of my outback. It's a totally logical response. Okay, I'm gonna get the bug. Boop. Or not. There we go. I'm great at this game. Don't get me wrong. I forgot what I was saying because the dog was just so weird. That was so weird. Oh, and our flowers are ready. We can harvest those. I wish there was a mod for that. There we go. Ah, I see you've got a fossil there. Looks like it weighs 11.31 kilograms. How does $113,000 sound? Absolutely great. Thanks. Sounds wonderful. Thanks. Okay, so here's the dolly that I was talking about. It's called a hand trolley here for some reason, but Australia, right? That's called a dolly in America. So we'll take that. I'm gonna buy another mine pass. Just so that we have a little storage amount of them. And the dolly is also gonna go over there, so. And I'm gonna take one of these boxes and I'm gonna put it over there too. Now, wherever you put your... Oh, I was gonna sell that bug. Too late. Wherever you put your mine, you want to have all of your stuff next to it. And if you want to decorate it, that's fine. Obviously we've not been decorating very well lately. I put this box, but I'm going to put this nice box. You want to have a box where you can dump all of your tools into outside it, but you also want to have a box for all the things you have to bring with you. And if you're like me, you want to have a lot of signs and stuff. I can't build the signs yet, but I will build the signs and I will put them next to it because I forget stuff. I forget stuff very often. So I put little signs that say, hey, don't forget your keys because you need your keys. And I don't remember that until I get in there and go, oh no, I forgot my keys. And the problem is if you go back up to get back down again, you need another mine pass. And it's a really, really stupid function of the game. And I should mod it out, but I haven't. So the point is, don't forget your keys. Don't be like me and don't forget your keys. And then you'll solve the problem. And if you put everything in the box, then you won't forget your tools when you come back up because you'll be holding them, or they'll be in the box right next to the thing. Sell our fish, sell this guy. I think that's it. Okay. $5,000 for a spider and 2 butterflies. I'm here for it. we need to cut down some of our trees too. See, this is the problem with how I play. This is what I'm saying. Like, we haven't focused on anything at all. At all. I can see in the distance that there's red flowers over there, and I kind of want to go get them because we haven't gotten those flowers here. We haven't gotten them here on our little patch of tropicalness. Should we switch the grass? I'm so tempted to switch the grass. Okay. Because I can do it with just my mangrove stick. I'm so tempted. What if we switch it at night and then in the morning we wake up and everything's the cute grass color that I like? Because remember we were talking about making this place like a sandals resort? Or a Costa Rican Dead Island resort? You know, if you've seen Dead Island or played it, you're going to be like, is this what we should be aspiring to? Well, yeah, but that's if there's zombies. I mean, we're not going to put zombies. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're not going to add zombies. We're just going to add nice tropical grass. I still want Franklin to come back, though. I mean, obviously, right? Like, I like Franklin, and he's so useful, and we have stuff for him. So it's hard not to just... It's hard not to just want all of the people, especially the person I like the most, to come back. I think that's a logical reaction. I remember at the end of the last episode, I was going to sort all the boxes, and then I didn't do it, so here it is. How many springs do we have? We have one green board. I forgot about the whole green board issue. We have one green board and 4 bright wire. I'd have to look it up, but since Franklin's not here, I'm not worried about it. I'll look it up later. I think we have enough to order our compactor. But I feel like our banker guy is going to be the one that comes here first. Because we're holding nearly $1 million. And I think he comes to town when you have $1 million. I don't know. I mean, maybe he should have been here by now. Maybe he should have already come. And he's just not. He's just not coming because of the bad luck. You know? I don't actually know. Alright, so we're clearing the way this way because the way that this farmland setup works is that it creates essentially this part over here too. So we'll have 2 more of these rows. And you can do like me and mix them up right now because we're not buying that many seeds at once, or when I get further along, like each of these patches will be a different thing. I think there's only like 4 or 5 crops that grow at once. But we can cross that bridge when we come to it, really. Because right now we can't afford the seeds and we can't afford the watering. But unfortunately, I don't think it works if we plow the field. I don't think we get points for that. I think the points are only for watering it. And I don't know if you can game the system by just watering a patch that doesn't have anything to it. Oh, we have to create more gumwood fence because I don't have enough to expand it and keep our dog in there. Sparklefish, sparklefish, sparklefish. This is not a drill, sparklefish. I have to hold my breath. Oh, we found a wheel. Nice. I have to hold my breath when I do it. Oh, wow. It's already like the end of the day. Guys, why does time go by so fast? Why does time go by so fast when I'm not ready for it? I think we have to put the row in there, and then the spiky cactus flesh is actually how we plant it, so I'm going to put it in our seed box. And we came here for more wood, so we get our gumwood. I think it's nails too, right? we have to spend some time crafting, and I think we learned that if I craft after late, it doesn't use stamina. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna tell you I'm gonna do that. That way I don't have to edit it out or anything. I'm just telling you now. I'm gonna do some smelting and crafting after the stream, or after the episode. So we're gonna do more path, and we're gonna do. Now there are gates, and the thing with the gates is if you add the gates to your fence, the villagers can use them. You can use them too, but you personally can forget to close them. And I don't like that because I will forget to close them. And then when I do that, then they'll be open and then our dog will get away. So the characters will keep your dog in there, and the characters will keep the animals and bugs and whatever out. Not bugs, the animals out. But I will forget to close it. So if you are better at this game than I am, you can put a gate in there and you can remember to close the gate and be efficient. I will not. So that's why I'm not doing that. But yeah, so as for things that I'm going to cut out of the video, I'm going to do more crafting so that we have our stuff smelted and our wood into planks. Just know that it's going to happen. So when you go, hey, how'd you get so many materials? That's why I cut it out of the video, because it's going to be really boring. And I found out that you can do it without any stamina, I think. So it's not me like, oh, I'm cheating so I can do this. No. Alright, and we don't have any cute paths. So for now... Actually, where is... This is a good way to do this. I'll show you. I haven't done this before, but I just thought... What's our tape measure? Oh, tape measure? Oh no, I should not have put these out. Don't do this. Don't do this. If it's empty, don't put it out. Okay. Oh no, where's our tape measure? Did I lose it? Oh, never mind. I forgot. See, I forgot this one was here. I gotta create like a patio or something. Right? We're gonna create like a patio for our tent or something. Anyway, so tape measure. Tape measure, very helpful. Let's give our dog more space. He's gonna like that. So tape measure, 5 by 5. 5 by 5. And then we're gonna put our paths down. We're gonna put our path in the center. And then we're gonna put our path along here. Right? Boom. Just like over there. And then 5 by 5. So why is the path in the center? Because I miscalculated. No, why is the path in the center? Because eventually we're going to get sprinklers, and we might as well just plan for when we get sprinklers, right? So now that we have our 2 rows, we can put our fence where it needs to be, because I seriously miscalculated. So this is going to be exactly like that, right? And if I could go in the air, I would show you, but I can't. Now, why this configuration? Also, because this is the exact range of the sprinkler's water tank, which will go here. So you will have the range of 5, 10, 15, 20, I can't math. Okay, the point is this is the range of the sprinkler's water tank. And so for this amount of area, you will need 1 water tank in this space right here. So once we get the ability to do sprinklers, this will have 5. I already planted this, so when I replant, I'm just going to have the square space. But when we plan these ones, we're just going to add the square space there. And then it should be right here. We're going to add the space for the sprinklers. 2, 3, 4. Should be right here, right? Yeah, it's 4 apart. It's 5. And we're building for the silver sprinklers, if you haven't ever gotten that far, just so you know. We only have copper right now, but once we can upgrade, or if we find silver ones, if we go in the other mine, if we find silver ones, then we will know that this is where we have the range for them. So we're just planning ahead so we don't have to redo this. Because as you see, I mean, the whole day's over, right? Like, this is all we've gotten done today. So you can't work too much, and we might as well plan ahead. And the other thing we can do is get some lights out here. That'd be nice. So ideally, I want more to go that way, but there's a whole hill there, and it's not a consistent hill. So I really want to wait until Franklin comes and gives us the compactor, just so we can compact this way. Or is this spot, like, flat enough and big enough? No, there's a bump there. Okay, that's a bit of a bummer. Because I don't mind, like, 1 or 2 bumps, but yeah, this is all jagged and crazy. Alright. I might wait for Franklin. I might. We'll see. Ooh. Sparkle bug, what do you got on you, buddy? Ooh, the fun kind of gambling where I risk nothing. Ooh, ruby shard, very nice. Alright, that's gonna go right in this box. So we can go back to that sieve mine already, and we're starting a new square. I did not mean to put those all there. So yeah, we want to have 1 box and 1 dolly so that when we go down in the mine, we have more storage. And we have to look for more keys. We have to look for more keys. We have to bring... We have to plant more Kwandong fruit. Kwandong? I don't know how to say it right. But we have to plant more. I think we don't have enough over there. Look at the sky. Pretty. Oh, our dog is sleepy. Hi, dog. So, yeah, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more scarecrows. Eventually. But it is what it is for now. Okay, and then do we want to have like a path that leads to our thing? Should it have been even? Absolutely. I kind of want to move it, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Another thing I like to do aesthetically is to leave 1 patch of grass in between stuff. Make it make sense, Aaron. I like to leave 1 patch of grass around the fence. And I know there's not grass right now. I'm gonna make grass, but because in spring flowers bloom, just like real life, and that's fun to see. And trees will also naturally spawn on grass. So I want to have that grass in between the fences, or in between when the fence starts and the path starts, because it's pretty. I kind of wonder what it looks like in a tropical country when you farm stuff. I might look that up in real life and check it out. So we'll have our path go this way, and eventually we'll take over this and make another one of these. But for now, we're just going to put down some. Just to help us plan. Does this look awful? Yes. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we should move the fence over. Or the... We need a smaller bridge. It's not going to be even. I'll consider it. I'm not sure that I want a palm bridge anyway. We built a palm bridge, and this is not palm wood either. But that's for a later date. It's not for right now. It's already the middle of the night. We haven't done our hunting or anything. So, you know, these are things to think about while you're showering, I guess, like doing your daily boring stuff in real life. Think about your video games. You know, consider your video games and how important they are to you, and how you want your town to be laid out. I've seen some people that are just like, I came back from work and it was a really boring day and I had this diagram for how I wanted my town to go. It's like, yeah, that's what's up. Hey, buddy. Get in this cage, please. 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 Thank you. Bye. Alrighty. We got one more cage left. I feel like we had more cages. Oh, right, because I left one behind, didn't I? We left one back in the mine. Did I buy the light? Did I buy the torch? No, I didn't. It's alright. Let's harvest our stuff. That's important too. So unfortunately you have to press the button every time. That's hard on your hands. Good luck. Because it's hard on mine. I did see that there is a mod for it, but it's a little buggy with vehicles, and he said he's going to look into it, and I trust him, so I'm going to let him cook. Hope I'm using that right. I am old. Alright, so we got all that, and I wanted to plant the quandong. Where'd it go? There it is. I think it's this one. Nope. Wow. Why? For some reason, sometimes you don't get the reticle, and I don't know why. And it's really frustrating when you try to play stuff. I think there's a mod to fix that too, so that you always get the reticle. But I don't actually know. Alright, so I'm gonna pick up my tree. There you go. Pop it back there. We should put like a fence or something, or make it... I mean, it's kind of just a temporary orchard, but it's a functional orchard, and that's what was necessary. We needed it to be functional more than we needed it to be pretty, and that's what it's doing. It does what it says on the tin. Should this be in order? Absolutely. Green, blue. There. Beautiful. Alright, so we'll put the zirconium in here. And can we even... What if we try and talk to them and be like, hey, don't stay up too late. I mean, I'll try not to. I'm in the mood for a bit of a treat. Do you think you can track me down to Pavlova? I can't make that. Yeah, I literally can't make that. What? Are you kidding? That's what I'm saying. It's so frustrating. Wait, where'd he go? Did he just go back in his house? I think he did. I think he went back inside and locked the door. Look at that. Boo. I didn't know they did that. Because I feel like in my other town, they just wander around for like hours on end. But I guess not. Alright, there's nothing obvious that we can get or do right now, right? So the other thing I wanted to mention is that you also don't have to build everything by your town. Like, we hooked up the telenetworks, so we could also just start building our farm completely away from here. We could build it over by the docks or whatever we want. Like, you don't have to keep everything in the same spot. You don't have to terraform everything so that it, conforms. I just happen to personally have a grudge against the desert. I hate the desert, so I don't mind taking it over and completely changing it. But if you're not like me, you can absolutely just, make everything in a completely different area. You can live in a completely different area from your town. Like, you can have your home, now that the telenetwork is set up, you can have your home, like, all the way over here. Like, what if you wanted to live next to the docks, away from everybody else? You could do that. There's no laws that say you have to stay here. The whole island is yours to do whatever you want with. And while the characters don't range that far, like, they won't walk all the way over there, they won't take the telenetworks or anything. So if that, bothers you, that they don't all get together and talk to each other, that's kind of the only reason that it would stop you, I think. So I'm going to pretend to go to sleep for the video. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to go smelt stuff. And I'm going to go and I'm going to go do the crafting part that I would cut out anyway. So just be aware that that's what I'm going to go do. Okay? Thank you for joining me for day 18. Bye, everybody.